experience for a woman if she has been abandoned, especially when this is being done by someone who's supposed to love her and care for her. She might be left all alone to raise the children by herself. It's especially painful if she was abandoned for someone else. And if this is the case, she's probably wondering, where did I go wrong? And what does this woman have that I don't have? And I would expect her to struggle with anger, resentment, shame, guilt, and also to struggle with her view of herself. She might ask the question, does anyone care about me? Does God care about me? In order to answer that last question, we can look to where God speaks to us in the Bible, and we can see an answer. In the very first book, the book of Genesis, in chapter 16, we read about an abandoned woman. Abram, who's the father of the nation of Israel, wanted to ensure that he had a male heir, and he used his slave Hagar. And when she got pregnant, there were problems then started to happen between her and Abram's wife Sarai, with the result that Hagar had to flee. And she had to flee for her life, and she was all alone and abandoned. And what happened is that God came to her, and he reminded her of his promises, and he provided a way forward. And the result was that Hagar responded in thankfulness to God and called him the God who sees. Now, at that time, someone's name reflected a character, and she's saying God sees. He saw her in her situation and provided for her. Hagar knew God cared for her, and we can know that God cared for us because of Hagar, and also the care that Jesus has because he became human and wants us to know him in our lives and all that we go through. Does God care for the abandoned woman? Absolutely. We see that he sees, he cares. He wants to remind us of the promises that believers have in him, particularly in Jesus and what he's done and what he wants to do in your life. And he also wants to provide a way forward with your life and a way of knowing him.